I don't think I can stand to hear one more "Where are all the good guys" posts.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the good-looking guys hang out?
I hang out here at Home Depot.
So I found out women are coming to Home Depot to find a man. So I'm gonna be here all night.
Can we stop with the "there's no good men out here"? Because let's keep it 100.
The husband hunting game at Home Depot begins. These women are desperate.
Good men don't exist? Yes, they do. And I hate this, whether it's a joke or not that you're saying.
There's really good-looking guys, and we're gonna see who we find. Let's see who.
Can someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy?
These men are on trips. They've made better decisions since getting a passport. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
If you're one of the young women that are always saying, "Where are all the good men at?" ask yourself this instead. Why am I attracting and attracted to the men that are not good for me? Ask yourself that question, reflect on it, and it'll get you much farther than asking yourself the former.
Attention, Home Depot customers. If you are a single male and you are ready to mingle, I'm coming in. Please meet me at the lumber aisle so I can check out your wood.
Single women are shopping for men at Home Depot. My husband is like, I'm not even in there long enough to make a purchase.
I don't think I can stand to hear one more "Where are all the good guys" posts. Honestly, I can't. It just seems like the dumbest question ever. The nice guys are right there in front of you. They're right there. But you are doing exactly what you say you don't want done to you. You're being judgmental and superficial, living in some fantasy world and expecting perfection. But are you perfect? But just like you don't want to be judged for the shape of your nose or the size of your boobs or what size dress you wear or any of that other shit, you have no problem turning around being like, he's too tall, he's too short, he's got a couple extra pounds, or one eye is bigger than the other, or his teeth are spaced too far apart. You're fucking doing the exact same thing that you don't want done to you. And that is why you can't find the good guys. 'Cause they're still above you.
The nice guys are boring though. They're mentally stable. They're not grabbing the attention of every woman. They're loyal. Who wants that? I just don't like being judged based on how the last guy treated her. I only can control what I can do, not what other guys done to her. Women can't see me. I'm invisible. The last few years, I've come to see that as a good thing. Nah, we just too boring, 'cause we ain't toxic like the bad boys they chase and have kids with. Ain't got the time or energy. Too busy working, and I don't care for drama anyway. Been burnt too many times in the past. Trust. I'll say it again. What women want and what they are attracted to are two different things. The best guy may not be the best looking. Modern women will never be able to find the good guy they're looking for because they're living in delusion. These women aren't realistic with what they're asking for. These women starts looking for good men once they're broken. They want to be repaired mentally. Do not step into that trap.
Where is the best place to meet a guy in New York City?
I really like Ralph's coffee shop uptown, or I would say like sit at any nice restaurant with like a cool ambiance, but go with a girlfriend and sit at the bar. I feel like when you sit at the bar, people are more likely to come up to you and approach you for conversation. And I love like a little flirty note, dropping it in front of somebody with your number on it, like on the way to the bathroom. I don't know. I feel like little cute moments like that.
I like that that's such a bold move.
I don't know. I would, if I was single, I would do. I think people aren't bold enough because we've gotten so shy from dating apps, you know? But I think a bold move goes a long way.
All right, TikTok. Y'all say to come to Home Depot to get a husband. Well, here I am. Where's the husband?
You can't find the husband because they're already married. You're 20 years too late.
Looking for a husband at Home Depot. Of course the aisles are empty.
fellas, always focus on building your finances before trying to build a relationship with a woman, because a broke man is a very unhappy man. And even if you decide to focus on that relationship first before your finances, it's not going to work either way, because your finances is going to constantly be pulling at you. You're going to constantly be upset thinking about it, that you're not even going to be able to focus on building that relationship with that woman. So focus on your finances, focus on where you want to be at in life, and then start focusing on building a relationship with a woman. Some of y'all like to think, oh, if I have the right woman on my team, we can build together. No, every woman and every man should enter into situations already having their own built. That way, whatever somebody else is coming in with is an add-on and is never a put-on.
For a man, the biggest distraction to him is women. A man should be focusing on finding his purpose and building his wealth. What a man needs to keep in mind is that these women come and go. The men that have made women their priority have suffered greatly and were never able to find their purpose. Keep in mind that these women have also destroyed kings. You do not want to be their next victim.
Okay, I found out girls are coming to Home Depot to meet a man, so I'm going to be here all day.
Yo, I've always said to go to Home Depot to buy your plants, and a man will come to find you. We also love a man that's handy. Also, shouldn't they have like a coffee shop or a gym connected to it?
I think I figured out the new way to find your husband. Hear me out. I think it's tech and business conventions. Why? Why is it tech and business conventions? It's not free, Lauren. You can't just show up there. You have to buy a ticket. Well, because you know that it's somebody that is doing well in their career, that has goals, that's very successful. There are industries that, you know, bring in great money. So if that's something that you're looking for, then I think it's a great place to check out. There were a decent amount of good-looking guys my age that worked in these industries that aligned with what I would be looking for if I was looking seriously. So I think I just had to come on here and tell my ladies about it. And, you know, if anyone wants to try it out and has any success, please let me know. But I think it would be a great opportunity.
Essentially, what she's saying is that she's looking for a daddy to take care of her. If you really pay attention to what this woman is saying, she's just looking for a man with money. Most of the things she mentioned was the industries these men work in and the large sum of money that's being paid out. Be careful.
Something I don't really understand is when people say it's like hard to meet people, like for dating, I guess. And it's like, just walk into a Home Depot wearing a crop top and ask what a hammer is. It's easy.
If you are in a relationship with a man and you're going 50-50 on the bills, that is your roommate. These men be wanting women to be submissive to them, but they don't want to take the role of being a man and being a provider. And since you're going 50-50 on the bills, next caller.
Again, being a provider is for the man's wife, not for the woman he's dating. You can't just have the wife benefits when you're still running the streets. A man can't know whether to marry you or not if you don't show him that there's a wife built in you. If you're paying 100% of the bills as a man living with a woman, you have a guest in that house.
Hey, sorry, quick question. Are you looking for a wife? What? Are you looking for a wife?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, just like a wife. Like get married.
Yeah, like
today?
Eventually.
Oh.
What?
Not today?
Oh.
Oh, what about tomorrow?
I understand your desperation.
You have had way too many failed relationships, failed talking stages, and people that were just not honest. And so you ask yourself the question of what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a partner? But have you just asked yourself, maybe right now is not the time that I should even be in a relationship? Maybe the reason it hasn't been working out is because I haven't been focusing on myself. If you don't feel like you've built your identity on your own, and you have no idea where you want to go, what your future goals look like, what your hobbies look like, then dating right now is just going to be wasting more of your time. And no, I am not saying stay single for years on end until you figure it all out. Just give yourself a few months and set some realistic goals for yourself. And in those few months, say, where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? What am I looking for in a partner? Because then once you have an intention for your future, it will not feel as confusing. Your path will make sense. And when someone comes in that doesn't mesh well with that lifestyle, it will also make sense as to why they had to go.
These women need to go heal themselves before they ruin the next man's life. They complain they can't find a man but party every week. They complain they can't find good men and walk past them all the time. I understand that they want love and a good man, but where was that energy when they were in their 20s? Where was that dedication when the good guy shot his shot? It's only taking them longer, because chasing the bad boys was more fun at the time. Now we have women in their 30s to 40s who are struggling to find a man.
As a matchmaker, I'm always looking for opportunities for my single clients to meet other singles in a natural environment. Today I'm looking out for my single ladies who like the contractor type.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the good-looking guys hang out?
I hang out here at Home Depot. Primarily, they're in lumber. Where do we meet men in Home Depot? In the lumber aisle.
Here I am in the lumber aisle. Don't see much happening right now, so I decided to take a walk around. Ooh, there's a guy. He'd be good for someone. And sometimes you gotta be a little inconspicuous about these things, especially when you're hunting for men. Oh, there's a cute one lady. So I made my way back over, and again, not much happening. There wasn't really anyone here that I would set my clients up with.
When is the best time to come check out men here at Home Depot?
In the mornings, Monday to Friday.
There you go. If you luck out, try again. Monday to Friday, lumber aisle, Home Depot.
Men want attention and will do anything to get it, just like a child.
Let's correct that statement, okay? Some people will do anything for attention and do anything to get it.
They will be good to get attention and they will be bad to get attention.
It's almost like that's part of human behavior.
Stop answering to men when they make childish or pandering or accusatory statements.
Does one mean like this one?
Responding to someone who has interrupted a conversation that they aren't even invited to is like saying it's okay that they're there.
Well, that's nice, but I'm definitely interrupting this conversation.
Ignore, delete, block, whatever you have to do to not trigger a cortisol or endocrine or any kind of response in your body. It's about you.
Now there's a radical change in priorities. Everything is about the individual and their feelings.
The less that you acknowledge that it's happening, the more that it becomes background noise and the more that it literally just doesn't even exist anymore.
But yet, here's a post about it.
But for women to recenter and heal and decenter men and not consider them to be a part of blah, 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 to not consider them, they aren't invited to this piece of ourselves that is working on ourselves, that is working on us being the center.
Yet, ironically, one is still centering men in this conversation.
And no amount of good behavior or bad behavior or tantrum throwing or gesturing is going to get precedence over me and my well-being. Once I'm centered in that space, I'm willing and able to listen to anybody.
Just a thought here, but perhaps the best way to get others to listen to what one actually has to say would not be to start out generalizing a group of people just for the sake of grabbing their attention, and then perhaps one's words might actually carry more weight.
I don't know where this woman gets her information from, but she needs to fire her source. Most men will do anything to avoid drama. They just want an easy, uncomplicated life, filled with the things they enjoy. If anything, women do anything for attention, and it's worse. When they don't get it in the real world, they come online to get some validation. Everything this woman just described are things most women would do.
I don't know why it's so hard to find a good guy in this generation. Like, I'm just trying to love you, give you my heart and my throat. I mean soul. I mean soul.
Say que en el Home Depot, in the Home Depot, there's really good-looking guys, and we're gonna see who we find. Let's see who we find that would be worth. Come on, let's see who we find. It's not for me, it's for the ladies, okay? Les estoy tirando paro. No sé, aquí no hay ningún señor.
Option 1. This one is taken already. Option 2. Option 3. Option 4. 5. Option 6. Option 7. Option 8. Option 9. Option 10.
Ahí me dicen cuál piensan que fue el mejor, ¿eh? Esta opción ya está tomada. He's taken already, sorry. He's always here, but he's already taken.
Hold what? 30 bucks?
$15?
30.
15.
15. Where's the
15.
price even at? Hold it.
Hold it with huevos.
Strength. Con huevos on the...
Okay, so there's this guy at the bar. He's really cute, and I think I'm gonna try to say hi. It's right there. Wish me luck. Is this seat taken?
No.
Oh, thanks. Have you had the holiday special?
Huh?
The holiday special, have you had that? It's really good. I've had it before. So are you here on business or pleasure?
I'm here just trying to have a drink.
You know what? We have got to give her her respect for shooting her shot. But asking a man if he's here for business or pleasure is proposing a whole nother thing, if you know what I mean.
All right, so I heard the girls were having such a rough time with meeting men. Great men. Underlining the great part. But if you're not on a specific matchmaking type of dating app, these are the places I personally would recommend. Volunteer events, networking functions, classes and workshops, fitness clubs, and lastly, cultural and hobby events. I hope this helped all my single ladies.
Good men don't exist? Yes, they do. And I hate this, whether it's a joke or not that you're saying. Like, so many girls are like, all men are trash. Like, there are just no good men anymore. Whether you think that or not, or you're saying it as a joke, subliminally, subconsciously, I feel like your brain believes that. So you're only ever going to find shitty men. There are so many good men out there. Think about your dad. Maybe not a good example for some people, but your brother, your friends, your family, like, you know so many good men. Obviously, you can't date them, but think about that. If there are so many good men in your life that you're either related to or your friends, like, there's that for everybody. Like, I know so many great men. And also, like, if you haven't seen great men in your lifetime, number one, that's crazy. But number two, even still telling yourself that, joking about it day to day, then all you're going to find is shitty men. All you're going to, because that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny because on this page, oftentimes I get called a man hater, typically by men because they don't like when I call them out. Yes, I hate men who treat women like shit. That's the men that I'm usually talking to or about to my girls. But there are so many great men out there. So quit telling yourself that there isn't.
This woman is correct. Good men exist, and they're starting to become rare to find. Considering 63% of men have walked away from dating completely, these women really will have to start competing for the bear they love so much. Why are these women shocked that they can't find good men anyway when they're screaming from the top of their lungs that men are trash? Why would he interact with you after seeing your thought process? The smartest decision men have made in this generation is walked away from dating. They've been able to save more money, have more free time, and of course be at peace.
I'm here at Home Depot, and I heard this is where you find your husband.
So modern day women want men that make $300,000 a year, working 30 hours a week, make that make sense, while getting benefits for the family and being home at 4 p.m. every single day so he can take on the labor of the children, the labor of the house duties, and their overall household responsibilities like cooking and cleaning on top of working till 4 p.m. As if that's not unrealistic enough, he's also supposed to give up any of his hobbies, not be interested in football, be interested in only her needs, her expectations, her wants, her hobbies, and he's also supposed to make enough money to contribute to her side hustles. As if working and the labor-intensive activity isn't enough, men are also expected to be emotionally available, emotionally in tune, so much so that he's also supposed to somehow add in therapy and still be home on time. But not only that, is he can't just be emotional, he can't be too emotional because that's not masculine enough, and then all of a sudden, he's too feminine and giving her the ick. As if that's not bad enough, when he can't meet these unrealistic expectations in the first place, as soon as he meets one, the goalpost is likely going to change. Therefore, he spends his entire time trying to make somebody happy that ultimately cannot be happy in the first place. And if that's not unrealistic enough, She'll meet the guy that works at McDonald's making $13 an hour and cheat on him with a do boy just because that boy is working 20 hours a week and is able to listen to her more and understands her more. And her options on the internet are more important than him busting his ass to make it happen for his family. Oh, and yet him asking just to be loved and asking for appreciation, that's just too much for these modern day women, These women don't owe them shit, but still expect everything. Make that make sense. And as if this isn't confusing enough, even as a woman, it makes no fucking sense. And it makes all the sense why men have given up in the first place. Okay, bye.
Working and making $300,000 a year is $193 an hour. If you ask these entitled women, what's the percentage of men that makes that much money? None of them will be able to tell, and they don't care. What they care about is for their crazy standards to be met. So many men are tired and underappreciated because of their selfish partners that's stressing them out. These men cannot function properly because there's no balance in their relationship. My question is, why continue dealing with such a woman when you can show her the door?